Hey everyone, today we are taking a look at the GPS City exclusive extension kit for the Ram Mount B-Socket series of arms. So this extension kit would be used like this. I'm using this with a Ram B-Socket arm. This is the long arm, and you can see that it extends out where that knob sits, and it's going to make it easier to make adjustments to the positioning of your mount. When you purchase one of these extension kits, you're going to get something like this, where it has a longer bolt. It'll have anywhere between 1 and 4 spacers and a washer. So all you need to do is replace the bolt that's in your socket arm already with the longer one that we send you. You're going to put the spacers in there and extend the knob. This extension kit is available in 4 different sizes. You can get it as a 1-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, or 4-inch extension kit, and it's going to be compatible with any of the Ram B-Socket arms, either the short, medium, or long, but they do have to be the B-Socket arm for the 1-inch B-size ball. You can't use it with any other ball sizes. So here we have a 1-inch extension with the Ram standard length arm, and I can use this, of course, with any of the Ram bases that also use the 1-inch B-size ball, like this suction cup, but also a screw-down plate mount, U-bolt mount, anything of that nature. So I can get my suction cup down here on the table, like with any other Ram arm, just get that onto my base. Now I have an open socket that I can use with whatever device I'm mounting, which is, in this case, a UN7 Universal X Grip Cradle that can go into the open socket. I can make adjustments to my mount and then just tighten up the knob on the side of the arm to secure the positioning. Now I have a mount available for my Apple iPhone 5S, and it's easy to make adjustments to this mount because instead of having to reach behind the device to open up the arm, I have that knob sticking out there from the end. So it does make it a little bit easier to get to it and change the positioning. This is the 1-inch extension. We also have the 2-inch extension, which is what I showed you earlier. This is a 2-inch extension on a Ram long B-socket arm. And you might want to use a longer extension if you have a device that's a little bit larger. For example, here we have the Garmin Montana, which is going to be larger than your iPhone. So the ball on the back of the cradle can go into the open socket, and we can just tighten up the knob off the end of the arm to hold everything down in place. Like I said, you might want to use a longer extension with a larger device, but you don't have to. You can use a 1-inch extension to mount your tablet. You can use a 4-inch extension to mount your iPhone. It is completely up to you. You can also change the positioning of this a little bit. Right now it's sticking right out the side there. You might not like that look. So you can actually configure the positioning and kind of hide that knob behind the GPS if you so choose. And it still is very easy, even with the extension out of sight, to just reach around and grip the knob and still make adjustments to your mount. This is the 2-inch extension. We have yet a 3-inch extension. And again, you might want to use this with devices that are even a little bit wider. So here I have a short arm with the 3-inch extension. I'm going to use this with the Garmin Nuvi 2797 LMT, which is a 7-inch display. It's one of the widest GPS units that you can get. So I'll get my short arm onto the 1-inch ball base, the ball on the back of the cradle into the open socket, and you can see that knob there sticking out the end. It makes it very easy to make adjustments to the positioning with my mount, even with the GPS as wide as 7 inches. Finally, we have a 4-inch extension, and I'm going to use this with the Ram-B-316-1 no-drill vehicle mounting base. I'm going to use this to mount my iPad. This is an 18-inch mount that would attach to an exposed floor bolt on your vehicle, usually on the passenger side. I have here a 4-inch extension. I even have a locking knob on the end, and this is not one of the standard Ram arms. This is a special component that is used with this vehicle floor mount, but because it is designed for the B-size ball, I can still use it with this. And to mount it, like I said, here I have my Apple iPad. I have an iPad inside of a LifeProof case, and I have that mounted with the Tab L18 locking cradle. So there are a lot of different combinations that you can make here. Just like with all the other mounts, we can loosen up the socket, get the ball in there, make adjustments if we want, and tighten up the knob on the side of the arm. You can still use it with plastic arms, locking knobs, locking cradles, and with a device as large as a tablet, you can see it is going to make it much easier to make adjustments to it. So that is a quick look at the GPS City exclusive extension kit for the Ram Mount series of B-socket arms.